always want to have a passion rise more than I want a pay rise. I understand very, very simple, a simple rule that hungry dogs run faster. Meaning that the less you have, the more you want to run. The less success you have, the more you want to run. The less money you have in the bank account, the more you want to run. Meaning that if you don't have much, you want to work hard to get a lot. Wealthy people don't sell. Rich people sell. Now here's the thing. Rich means that you're rich. Wealthy means that your future family will never have to worry about money again. Rich people sell things. What do I mean by that? You buy something for $100, you sell it for $1,000. You buy a stock and share for $1,000, you sell it for $10,000. Make a great profit. Rich people always talk about their profits. Wealthy people keep things. They just keep it and keep it and keep it and keep it and let the compound come into effect. If you want to be wealthy, you got to make sacrifices. Imagine yourself, you've got this pot of money. You're doing really well, and then you decide, screw it, and you go to zero. Today I want to talk to you about how to get wealthy. Now, little bit of a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a wealth generating professional, so I'm just going to be sharing with you my steps, my formula. Point number one is use a compound calculator when making buying decisions. I'm gonna let you know this in a minute. Use a compound calculator when making buying decisions. So technically, the mindset you need to have is these Nike trainers aren't $150. When I come to retirement age, they will have cost me $25,000. And the funny thing is, you probably still won't be wearing them. Point number two is save $3,000 to $5,000. So number one is get used to using the compound calculator when making buying decisions. Most people have already switched off to that because they're just not used to it. Number two is save in between $3,000 and $5,000 US. When you save for a rainy day, you'll be able to sleep at night knowing you'll be all right. That's what hit me the most. It wasn't that, saving's bad because of inflation and the bank are going to give you 0.5% and inflation's 5%. You're going to be losing every day. It wasn't that. It was just the fact that I knew, because I'm security led and majority of my family are, was that something happens, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be able to sleep at night. Compound calculators, number one. Save $2,000 to $5,000 US to have that unexpected fund. Number three, start paying off the debts. Now, this is where the majority of people, in my opinion, get things a little bit wrong. So I made a list of all the debts, and I highly recommend you do the same thing. So I made a list of all these different things, like credit card 1, credit card 2, loan, overdraft, mortgage, car payments, credit card 1, sorry, I've already said credit card, owe a friend, owe family, whatever, right? So, in my opinion, or like what I do, is I would pay off the smallest ones first. So if I owe someone 50 quid, that's what I'm doing. I'm paying someone off. I'm paying that 50 quid off. Now I'm going to feel good. I'm like, oh my God, we don't have 7 debts anymore. We have 6. We don't have 6 anymore. We have 5. We don't have 5 anymore. We've got 4. We've got 3. We've got 2. Now the only debt we have is our mortgage. Like, oh my God. And what you've done is you've created a habit of, I'm actually good. I'm actually okay with money. Instead of, oh, I don't like money. Money's disgusting. I'm so bad with money. Every time I earn it, I spend it. I've already spent it before I've earned it, right? I get this. So don't worry about, in my opinion, don't worry about, oh my God, my mortgage is my biggest debt. I've got to pay that off first. No. Like, why not pay the little things off first? Fourth thing, we got number 1 is a compound calculator. Number 2 is save an emergency fund or emergency account or pot, whatever you want to call it. Number 3, pay off the smallest debts that you have first. Be very aware of them all. And then I believe, this is what I did, pay off the smallest ones. Point number 4 is then you're going to keep continuing to save and have your good habits to then grow an account where you can live off that account for 3 to 6 months. So if every piece of income was to get wiped out, your full-time job, your part-time job, your side hustle, anything, or everything got wiped out, you could live for 3 to 6 months. If the worst thing happened, I'd be all right for 3 to 6 months, which would give me enough time to be able to get up to that income, whether it's find another job, start a side hustle, whatever. So that's the 4th part. The 5th part, in my opinion, the 5th one is the hardest of them all. And again, majority of people will probably switch off. They'll probably turn off. They'll probably think, nah, yeah, I'm not doing that. And it's to make better choices. The choices that you make with the things that you're buying is what's going to accelerate the wealth process. This is the step that I skipped for so long. Until one day I was like, screw it, I'm cancelling these silly subscriptions that I've got. I'm saying no to my friends 3 out of 4 times. I'm selling the car. And yeah, it became boring. But if you look to my life now, is it boring? Nope. And then the last step, number 6, is to invest a percentage of your income into the stock market. And again, this is what I do, right? Every month, stock market income, a percentage. The percentage depends, but I would do like minimum like 10%. And again, right now you're thinking I can't do it, but I've already told you the steps. Compound calculator, get to understand how much things actually cost. $2,000 to $5,000, kind of a unexpected fund. Pay off the smallest debts. Grow that lifestyle fund, that 3 to 6 months of your living expenses, so that you can sleep at night a little bit more. Then make better choices, and then obviously invest. Right? It's not necessarily doing these things that's going to make you wealthy, but it's creating the habits that's going to make you wealthy.